Hola gang, I am over here at BK today to see how pitiful their Breakfast Burrito Jr is in 2025.
Yeah!
Welcome back to Old Nerd Reviews. I'm Tony, your old nerd of the day, and I do try things so you don't have to. So yeah, BK. I have a history with BK, as most of you know. They have done me dirty so often for so long. I boycotted doing reviews for a very long time, but every once in a while I'll come back and try something just for you guys, not for me ever. Old guy goggles on, mobile phone of fluff. It says the Burger King Breakfast Burrito Jr. Did I say Junior before? Junior. Breakfast Burrito Jr. is sizzling sausage, fluffy eggs, melted American cheese, crunchy hash browns, and creamy spicy sauce wrapped up in a soft white flour tortilla. Now, that description, that fluff, actually sounds like it's going to be pretty good. We're gonna see. Handy dandy steering wheel tray there to keep everything in its place and off my lap. There is the bag it comes in, BK Burger King, right there. Kind of plain. Why don't you dress up your bags to be fun or anything? Nothing's fun anymore. McDonald's, you look at McDonald's, the outside of McDonald's, even the inside, both. And it's turned from in the you know, when it started out through the 70s and 80s, it's turned from a joyous kid into a depressed adult that needs therapy. Okay, so anyway, got the napkins right here. More napkins right there. I don't have the damage because I did go through the I did go through the mobile app. Always use the mobile app. All right, there is the BK Breakfast Burrito Jr. And it definitely is a junior. This is like a snack size thing. Don't really need to get you in here for a look because it's all wrapped up. Not a lot to see, but there it is. Presentation is nice. It's actually wrapped decently, so they did well on that. It's quite hot, so they did well on that. So there's a couple points for you, BK. You're kind of making your reputation a little bit better in my mind. So yeah, right there. Okay, let's dig in and give it a shot. Very, very hot. Okay, there's a look inside. You can see the sausage. You can see the eggs. You can see some of the cheese. If you look real close, you can see some of the hash brown. I think they're down here a little bit more, right in the middle. So, and there is sauce in there. I'm getting a heat in my mouth from that thing. Do it again. Okay, if I push it together like that, you can see a little bit more of that cheese, maybe some more of the hash browns. When I did go in, I watched him make it, and he put I think he put like 4 of the hash brown rounds on this thing, so it's not like a hash brown patty. It's those little nugget rounds that they have, which I really like. If there's one thing that I like about BK when they're made correctly, is those hash brown rounds or nuggets or whatever they call them. Those things are good. I'm getting a lot of cheese in here, which is nice. Very creamy, so that's good. I don't know, with all the stuff in here, in spite of the size, I think this makes for a good smaller breakfast all by yourself. I would definitely get the hash browns on the side just because they're so yummy. But if you could only afford one thing, this would make good for a smaller breakfast. Got stuff dripping down below. I have a feeling it's the sauce. Good thing I got the steering wheel tray. trying to make sure that drip, drip, drip hits the tray and not my shirt, my Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood shirt. This is not a shirt I want to stain on. I'm actually going to need to grab another napkin. This is a 2-napkin burrito. Here, it's kind of starting to open up a little bit more. Ooh, so hot. Oh my gosh. There's a look at the sausage right there. There you go. Some of the cheese on it. Try it all by itself, bare naked. Burger King is in the habit of making good sausage. It's never dry. It's nicely seasoned. It's a good flavor. Juicy. I'm not going to hold it up. I was going to show you the egg, but it's like falling all apart, dripping all over. I would have liked more hash browns. That would have been nice. But I don't think if he had added more, I don't think it would have fit in the tortilla shell. All right, the damage on the BK Breakfast Burrito Jr. is $2.29. That's still pretty good, considering a sandwich anymore is upwards of $4, $5, something like that. Let me break it down. The tortilla was soft. It was hot. It was fresh. I could tell that. The egg inside was nice. It was not rubbery or anything like that. And there was a fairly good amount of egg making up. The sausage, as I said, was juicy, and it was hot, and it was seasoned well, and it was nice. Hash browns, a little hard to find them in my mouth. I could tell they were there because of the texture crunch, but I would have liked more. But I mean, you know, they all have their quota. This is how many of this and how much of this I put on this and this and this. So they have their quota, but I would have liked more. It would have been nice. The cheese was good. The cheese was all in there, nice and creamy. And then you had that heat from that creamy sauce that they have in there. So I got a bite, got some burnies on my lips a little bit there. Could have done without it. Maybe a different sauce would have been nice since I'm not a heat guy, but it was still a good amount of stuff all the way through. So on the Nerdometer, I would give the puppy right there, or what's left of it, surprisingly, golly, surprisingly, I'm going to give this a high I like it. And that's a bordering on a best ever. This is actually a very good burrito, especially for the price. The price is right. There was nothing, no flaw that I found in it except for the fact that I wanted more hash browns. That's not what they're supposed to do, so I can't ding them for that. And shocker of shockers, Burger King actually gave me everything that I was supposed to have, napkins and nice sized bag, and you know, I take what I can get from this place, and the correct item with everything it was supposed to have in it. The question to be begged, that sounds kind of weird, is the BK Breakfast Burrito Jr. Pitiful in 2025? I would say no, absolutely not. It's good stuff for this climate of inflation and all that stuff and cutbacks and people doing low quality crap. No, yeah, this is worth getting. There you go, gang, another review in the bag. Thank you so much for being here. You guys have a freaking awesome day, and I'll talk to you again. Bye now.